Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all, man? Tupac in DC, the Jug God, one and only, spiritual supporter in the building, in the building, in the building. We going hard body in the building. It's like, nah, I'm about to make it live and easy and simple and tough for y'all in this video right here. Somebody asked me a question over the case may be or whatever like that. You feel me? Somebody asked me a question and somebody told me this. Somebody was like, Jill God, J Bamon, Tupac DC, J, how is America selling us out? You feel me? And how is we selling our souls if we don't worship the devil or whatever like that? Okay, I'm gonna break this down to y'all right now. Look, I'm gonna make it real short and easy and simple for y'all about how America is selling us out. Okay, bro. America is, when I say America is selling us out, I'm not saying America is selling us out in a bad way. America is selling us out for business. Understand, this world we live in is based on entrepreneurship and violence. See what's going on in the world? This ain't nothing new. This been going on for years. I've been knowing this for eons. I've been knowing this stuff since I was like young. Since I was like a minor, since I was still in school. I'm not even talking about high school. I'm talking about like middle school. You feel me? Elementary school. I've been no violent stuff been going on. I've been no fights and riots and killing and shooting been going on. This ain't nothing new. All this stuff that's going on in the world, it been televised. It been televised. You feel me? They got too many movies of what's been going on in the world. They got too many movies. They got too many video games. They got so much stuff to show you already what's going on in the world. Your parents don't got to hide nothing from you. You're gonna learn it. You're gonna learn it on your own by you going out here in the world. You feel me? By you hearing it from other people, you're gonna learn it. You're gonna find out. It's nothing secret anymore. So anything I'm saying on videos, dog, like y'all can take it or leave it. You feel me? At this point, I don't really care about none of this fake spiritual YouTubers that's walking y'all to sleep. Let them keep walking y'all to sleep. It's better to say sleep than to wake up to the truth, because y'all might not can't handle the truth. Because when y'all find out what is the truth about life is, y'all probably can't handle it, and y'all gonna make the wrong decisions and keep coming right back here again over and over again or whatever like that. You feel me? But now they're coming out ways to stop you from coming back or whatever like that. So right now at this point, you need to be real educated. You feel me? And real connected with yourself. You need to be raising your vibration. You really need to be meditating. You really need to be open your third eye. You really need to be trying to find out what the truth is about this matrix. And studying astrology and criminology and biology and reverse psychology and psychology and criminology and naturality. You need to be studying all this type of stuff that I'm telling you or whatever like that. You feel me? You need to be studying how to do a reading on your own life. You feel me? You need to become a god for real. That's the only way you're going to survive in this world. That's the only way you're going to kill off all your demons. That's the only way you're going to destroy the devil, if you become a god. You feel me? All this almighty God, the Holy Spirit, this and that, is gonna come back and save your life. Ain't gonna save your life. Your own parents can't even save your own life. They lost. They living in fear. How can somebody in your family or your so-called parents or somebody that live in fear, that's lost, that's asleep, can help save you? You can't depend on them. You got to depend on yourself. You feel me? Because you all you got. But outside of that, you still got people in the world, but you got to connect with them. You got to connect with the world. We're not here to just live and work and die. We here for a human experience or whatever like that. We're not here to sit back and pray and beg and fight and think or imaginary person gonna come from the sky that's gonna save our lives. We here to put in God's work. Whatever God put in the Bible, whatever God say we got to do, that's what we got to do at all means necessary. Whatever if they love you or whatever they hate you or whatever like that. Behind any desires, it doesn't matter if you got a car, it doesn't matter if you got a house, it doesn't matter if you got money. None of that stuff don't matter if you're not putting in God's work. You're still weak. You're still weak because you're not connecting with yourself how you supposed to be coming here. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Nothing ain't gonna get better in the world, and you're not gonna get a lot of stuff that you want in this world if you don't become God and put in God's work. That's why sometimes it's good to talk about stuff, but sometimes you gotta really get on the ground, put your boots on the ground, and really put in some physical type of work. It sucks. I understand some spiritual people be talking about like, man, I don't really want to do it. I'd rather talk about it and rather see who gonna wake up and see who gonna follow me on the journey. This and that. Man, you can keep doing it all you want, but nothing ain't gonna get done if we ain't gonna get done by force. And that's coming out Grandmaster J mouth. You feel me? The Black Militia or whatever like that. The MFAC. I look up to him because you got to be militant, dog. It's nowhere around this. All our life, we always had to be militant. We always had to be God. We always had to put in God's work. But the Bible and the churches and the schools been putting us in indoctrination, been putting us in fear, been lowering our vibration for so long, tricking us, brainwashing us to the point they made it so hard for us to be gods. They made it so hard for us to put in God's work. That's why we so selfish. That's why it's too much dividingness going on and destruction and chaos going on because they had not taught us to be God. You feel me? Like I keep saying, the Bible is good. The Bible is not bad or whatever like that. But some parts of the Bible, I don't agree into it. I don't agree into it because you don't supposed to put nobody before you. You don't supposed to put nobody first before yourself. You first before anybody. You first before anybody because you wake up by yourself or whatever like that. You wake this body up. You feel me? You go to sleep by yourself. So how you gonna put somebody before you? Do that make any sense or whatever like that? It sound like some reverse psychology type of stuff. It sound like you not waking yourself up. Somebody else waking you up. You feel me? I understand if somebody physically here in the earth realm with you, somebody physically here in the earth realm with you, that's helping you wake up. Okay, that's cool. But guess what? If somebody physically here in the earth realm, in the virtual reality matrix realm that we in, physically tap you on your shoulder, physically wake you up, when they do stuff like that, you know what that's putting in God's work. That's God's work. They putting in God's work. We all supposed to be doing what the Bible tells us to do. We not doing that. If we was doing everything what the Bible tells us to do, we won't be protesting. You feel me? We won't be fighting the police. We will understand the meaning behind police brutality. We will understand the meaning behind what's going on in the world. I know it sucks that we got to wear masks and stuff like that, but it's our fault because we not sticking together and creating our own occult agenda. We're not creating our own agendas or whatever like that. You got people creating their own agendas, but selling our people out and keeping y'all blindfolded from the truth while they rob you from all your money. You feel me? While they gaining power and energy. You feel me? So you gotta honor every leader. You gotta do your research on every person that you look up to as a leader, because behind the scenes, they can care less about what you do in your life. They can care less whether you live or die. You feel me? And that's the honest truth behind every leader. You feel me? That y'all so-called look up to. It's not such thing as no heroes. It's for real. It's not such thing as no role models. You your own hero, you your own role model, because you the one saving your life every day. You the one that's gotta put in that work to protect yourself every day. So where are the heroes at? Where are the role models at? You feel me? When you first come out the room, your mothers and fathers supposed to be your number one true role model. You feel me? If they not, I'm sorry to tell you, you're gonna have to go through a lot of stuff throughout your life for you to find, for you to find yourself, for you to become a role model and a hero or whatever like that. Because hey, that's just the principle of it or whatever like that. If you ain't born with it, you gotta go get it. You feel me? That's just how it is or whatever like that. And I know I was, saying a lot of other stuff or whatever like that, but that was some good knowledge that I had to tell y'all about stuff like that. But also, and another thing, or whatever like that, you feel me? I'm just using my power to help y'all gain power. You feel me? I'm just using my data, my information to help y'all gain data and information and power. You feel me? Like, everything got a meaning behind it. Everything I'm telling you, it has meanings behind it because it's benefiting me every day. But if it don't benefit you, I'm sorry to tell you, you on your own. You just gotta, I don't know what to tell you. You just gonna have to learn the hard way or whatever like that. But like I'm saying, the reason why America is selling us out is because America is really a free, is really a free, it's really a free country, if you want to so-called say it. It's really a free country. You can go outside, you can lay on the ground anytime you want. Nobody is not telling you when you can go outside, when you can eat, when you can sleep. You're not in penitentiary. You feel me? If you're not physically behind bars locked up and you're not physically in penitentiary, I understand life is a prison. Life is a prison. The reason why I say life is a prison is because you still got to pay taxes. You still got to pay bills. You feel me? You still got to pay for everything that you got out of life. You still got to pay for it. That's why I say life ain't nothing but a prison. We are prisons. We are in prison here in life because we got to still pay for everything that we want in life. To then, you 100% free out of this world or whatever like that. You in eternal, you in the everlasting life where it's not a such thing as money and bills and rent and taxes and stuff like that. It's not a such thing as that. You feel me? But you in this life that we live in right now, it's a test. If you don't pass the test in this life to transcend and to transcend and sin out of this world, you ain't gonna make it there. You're gonna have to come back here again with lost memories, and you got to deal with it all back over again. And you see how worse the world is getting. Do you want to come back and try to help save the world, or try to help save yourself and try to pass the test again? You better pass the test now or whatever like that. A lot of street soldiers and a lot of people have stand their ground, lost, and not having a clue what's going on, that had lost their life behind this game and this test of the game of life. Life is like Monopoly. I know y'all play the game Monopoly, right? Life ain't nothing but Monopoly. Life ain't nothing but a game. It ain't nothing but a video game. You got points. Your money ain't nothing but digits. It's points. You feel me? It's earnings. It's power. You feel me? That's all it is. And we in a war behind that. And it's nothing we can do to change how the world is. Everything works around what? Money or whatever like that. So behind everything in this world that works behind money, look, you're gonna have to turn. People might turn their back on you behind money. You might gotta beat somebody up behind money. You might got to lose your life. Somebody got to lose their life behind money, because everybody is programmed to it. Everybody like controlled by it. You feel me? They not control. You know, they don't know how to control themselves or whatever like that. They don't have no like you gotta understand this. Money ain't nothing but an illusion or whatever like that. If you're looking at the paper of it, money for real ain't nothing. Money is supposed to be used for trading and sharing and building and connecting. That's what money supposed to be used for. Money supposed to be used for trading, sharing, building, and connecting. But we not using the money for that. That's why the word's messed up. We using the money for evilness. That's why. And people behind getting the money is doing evil stuff to get the money, because they don't know how to live without the money. I mean, they don't know how to live godly with making money. Because if you're in a certain situation when you know you gotta do some evil stuff to get money or whatever like that, and you know it's a way out of that situation to get money, why you just don't go that route? But how the way I see it, dog, is if we don't stick together, dog, the whole world got to do evil stuff to get money, to get stuff in the world, because we fail to get it the right way as gods. Since we failed to do it the godly way, now we got to do it the devil way or whatever like that. And you got to be prepared to deal with anything that come your way. You can't fold under pressure. You can't go underneath your bed covers or put your or get on your knees on your bed and pray that God can just stop all the chaos from going on. God can just stop somebody to come knocking on your door and start taking your stuff out your house. You can't beg God then. Like, stop. I hate when people use God when they only want to pray to God when they want something to be beneficial in their life. Why you don't pray to God every day of your life? Like, why you always pray to God when something going wrong in life? When you can't pay your bills on time, when you can't put food in the house, whether you lost your job, whether it's this and that. Why are you praying and begging God to help you when it's beneficial, but you're not looking up to God when it's not beneficial? You feel me? You atheist. You feel me? You false prophet. You're not making no sense. What's the point of religions if you're not applying it to your life every day? And I'm not talking about just speaking about it, praying about it. I'm talking about get out there and put in that work. Put in that work. That's what we're not doing. One person can't come up with the idea to change the world by himself. God could, the number one true God's the most highest that have created us, that have been here way before time, couldn't do it one at a time. They did it together. That's what we're not doing. We're not gods out here. We humans. We want to keep being humans. We don't want to be God. We don't want to put in God's work. We want God to do everything for us. You see it's not happening, right? You see it's not getting better, right? But we want to keep doing the same stuff. Or I'm not trying to talk down on nobody in this video. I'm just trying to inspire people to get out here and start putting in that hard body work. It's good to speak about it. It's good to pray. I don't pray because prayer is a form of begging to me. Prayer is weak to me. I'm not getting on my knees to pray to somebody that I ain't gonna never see a day in my life, because he don't even exist. You feel me? Because he not here with me. You feel me? So if he ain't here with me too, in my eyes, in my point of view, he ain't real. He or she, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, dog, the main reason why America is selling, part of the stuff that I'm speaking about behind the religion, behind people living in fear and putting God's word, that's another form of how America set us out with religions and churches and stuff like that, because they making us weak as people or whatever like that. And then another thing is this, how America's selling us out. When you selling your, when I say America selling us out, I'm not saying in a way like they trying to come up with ways to break bread with people to take us away from what we live at or whatever like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying America has been selling us out. It's because like I said, you got to pay bills, you got to pay taxes, you got to pay rent, pay for food. That's another form of selling out or whatever like that. Nothing is free in the world. That's why America is selling us out. And also how the way America is selling us out, because everybody that living here on this earth got to be a prophet. You got to be a prophet. If you go across the country and you go across different states, they don't even believe in money. These people living naturally. They growing their own food. They plant seeds, this and that. But you gotta understand, everything is being tampered with it. Now everything is being colonized now. You feel me? America is taking over the whole world, basically, or whatever like that. So a lot of places is about to come to an end because they're trying to make a whole new world order. A lot of places around the continent ain't gonna be there for too long, because the climates, the weather, the world's changing. Mother God is changing. There's a lot of floods. A lot of people ain't gonna make it, because how the world's shifting. So if you ain't trying to live in America, I don't know what to tell you. If you living by water, you need to move, or you're gonna be underneath water or whatever like that. So it's a lot of stuff going on in the world, man. You feel me? I'm not here to lower your vibration. I'm here to increase your vibration. I'm not here to put you in fear. I'm here to wake you up and tell you, like, look, if we don't come together, look, the world gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. It ain't gonna get no better. It's gonna get worse. We think we living our best lives. How we living our best lives if you across the street or 2 blocks away from people that's not living right? Don't you understand? When they money runs out, and when time and when they money runs out, and they can't, and a lot of people around the neighborhoods that you living around can't pay their rent, and they not going nowhere, what you think gonna happen? And people start rioting, going crazy, start saying, man, forget that, we taking stuff. Do you think you safe? Do you think you truly safe? You live around people that don't got no resources. You live around people that need help or whatever like that, in needs. You live around people that they need help, don't got the resources to nothing. But you think you living your best life. So you still think you safe. The police is not here to protect nobody. The police is here to protect essential businesses in the state. That's what the police here to do. The police is not here to serve and to protect the people. The police don't care. The police don't care. They don't care. The police do not care about what happened to you. They're not here to protect you. They don't care. If something happened to you today and they don't find who did it to you, they don't care. They truly do not care. That's not their job. You feel me? They're gonna look at you. They're gonna look at, if something happened to that person and they get the call, the number in America, how America has been selling us out with this police force stuff, man. The number one thing the police is gonna say, and the number one the police force, and number one feeling how the police force and how the organization gonna feel about it is this. They're gonna be like, well, we can't find the person that did this to this person, or whatever the case may be, but we do know is this, or whatever like that. It's not our job to find out who did this to you. It really ain't our true job. or whatever like that. I mean, you can put in the report, but what is the report? The report don't means nothing if there ain't no proof or evidence that the person did it. It just your word or he or she word. That's all it is. And y'all both look like punks because, you feel me? Now y'all both caught up in a situation when it's a he or she type of story. He say this, she say that, or he say this, or he say that, man. It's pointless at this point. You feel me? It been pointless. It been pointless. It been pointless. What's like, they don't care nothing about you. They only care about protecting essential businesses and protecting the state. And they here to catch away runaway slaves. People ain't trying to work and trying to destroy, like, stuff like that, trying to mess up the country or the state, whatever you want to call it, or whatever like that. That's basically what it is, dog. America been selling us out because they've been allowing anybody to come over to America to work and take your jobs and take your land and take everything from you. That's why so many mixed different type of people here, because America is a free country. It's free. What the hell do you expect? You feel me? If you can go outside anytime you want and you're not forced to work, this is a free country that you living in. So anybody can come over here and take your land and take your jobs and take everything from you. Don't you understand that? America is making it so free. America been selling out country that made it so free for people to come over here illegally to take everything from you. It's a war. It's a war. If you feel me, America ain't making you go to war. You going to war with yourself. It ain't the police. It ain't the president. You going to war with yourself. If you ain't going to war with yourself, guess what? You're going to war with your people. You're going to war with your environment. You're going to war with your community, because none of us don't want to stick together. So we're going to war with each other. That's how America has been selling us out. You feel me? You're going to war with your own family. Your own family won't listen to you. Your own family don't want to stick together with you. Your own family don't want to break bread with you. Your own family don't want to listen to you. Your own family cannot protect you. So you're going to war with so many people. You're going to war with people outside of your family, and you're going to war with people that is your family and the community. You've been going to war with school. You've been going to war with religion too as well. You've been going to war with churches in America. How the hell one preacher supposed to determine how you supposed to feel? How one preacher supposed to say the word to you and supposed to make you supposed to feel a certain type of way? You got that power in you. You been had that power in you. You just been scared to connect with that power because you don't know what is the power. You don't know how to find that power. But when you find it, you run away from it because you think you're a weirdo. You're not a weirdo. You just been chosen to get that, to unlock that. Everybody here can unlock that type of power. Everybody here can't figure it out how you can figure it out. Everybody cannot figure it out like that. You feel me? I don't care what nobody got. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care if you got a car. I don't care if you got a place. Understand this. You're not truly safe in America. If you cannot connect with people around your neighborhood, it's like this. If we don't got businesses that we can go to, if we don't got jobs that we can get ourselves involved into around the communities, you're not safe at all. At all times, you're not safe. You're not safe because at any given time, somebody can creep up on you and eat off your plate. That's how America been selling us out. We living day by day. Time is ticking. ticking and ticking and ticking to when time runs out and time stop. Say no more. We say no more. It's no more talking. It's no more talking because everybody gonna be out here hunting. Like I'm saying, if you're not out here hunting, you will be hunted in America. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you got. We are not sharing. We are taking from one another. We doing devil work. You might be praying in the Bible. You might be praying every day of your life. But are you putting in God's work? No, you're not. You still not putting in God's work. You half-ass doing it. You can't half-ass do it. It's whether you're going to do it or you ain't going to do it. But understand, if you don't put in God's work, you're going to be punished. Understand that. When people don't put in God's work, they get punished. All this, if you don't believe in God and you turn your back on God, you're going to get punished, this and that. That's a false indoctrination. That's false. False information. God gave you the power to breathe. God gave you the power to live on earth. God made man and woman in his image. God said you can take a life and create a life. So if God gave you the power and the wisdom and all this in this world, what are you? You God. You feel me? When you look at another being on this earth, you're looking at God. You're looking at God creation. But God know that he created you. God know that you is he or she creation. The God knows that you are he or she creation. But God wants you to be the creator. What can you create? God had created you. You is God creation, but God wants you to create something in life. What can you create? You is the creator now. You might not think you is, but you is the creator now. Everything that you see in life, phones, laptops, computers, cars, houses, buildings, jobs, everything was created. You might say it might be created in man image, it might be created in woman image. It still was created in a person image that was God's creation. So what are you? You God. There's no way around it. You is God. It's said in the Bible. Look it up. I don't personally read the Bible. I just scan through the Bible and get certain type of information and data out of it, and I use it to benefit my life. I don't worship the Bible. I don't worship nothing but myself. That's what you should be doing. Okay. You know, and like I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying people are selling their souls because you got to make a profit. You feel me? When you got to make a profit out of yourself, that's a form of selling your soul or whatever like that. It doesn't mean when somebody's selling their soul, it doesn't mean you're selling your soul to a devil or any entity or whatever the case may be. If you is, that's on you. But like I'm saying, selling your soul, like if you're selling a merchandise, if you're selling a product, if you're selling music, that's another form of you selling your soul because you gotta understand, this body ain't nothing but a vessel. You feel me? Once you are aware of what's going on in the world, once you're aware that this body ain't nothing but a vessel, this glob of meat is just temporary, that's when you know you got a soul. You're not soulless no more. Now you know you got a soul now, or whatever like that, because now you're aware that this body is just temporary. This body is just a vessel. So now you know you got a soul now, or whatever like that. You're not soulless no more. or whatever the case may be, or whatever like that. But out of you knowing that, you know that the spirit leads on. The spirit transport out. The spirit take flight. The spirit transport different dimensions. The spirit goes in and out. The spirit leads the body. You feel me? The spirit leaves the soul behind because the spirit is the light. The spirit is the one that's supposed to transcend out and determine where you go at. So if your spirit is bad, you cannot make it to the spiritual realm if you got a bad spirit. You feel me? If you got a good spirit, then you will know that your spirit will go to the spiritual realm, to the eternal life, to the real world. Because you gotta understand, the real world is emerging with the dream world. And we're gonna be caught up in a lot of stuff that's going on throughout the years. We ain't gonna know what is real or what is fake, because everything will be so digitally, everything will be so 3D, dimensionally, everything's gonna be in the fifth dimension to the point that everything gonna be moving so fast in a frequency scale ratio to the point it's gonna be so hard for us to navigate through life if you cannot move, if your mind and your spirit and your soul, if your soul, spirit, heart, and mind is not well connected with yourself to move fast, how the universe is going through the retrograde or whatever like that. If you understand what I'm saying. But you just got to study astrology, dog. You just got to study astrology. You got to look at Kemet history, study astrology. You just got to just get in physical, physical, scientific. You just got to get into everything, man. You got to start just get into it. You got to start learning stuff with the hemisphere, the atmosphere. You got to learn how it all works. You got to learn how all the planets emerge together and affect you based off your zodiac sign or whatever like that, within your houses or whatever like that. Whatever that's connected with you in your alignment. Like, you got to get on that type of game, because before everything was physical, everything was mental. So everything mental before physical. You feel me? Nothing physically happened to you. Everything's happened to you through mental before you become physical. You feel me? You're selling your soul because you got to make a profit. You feel me? If you don't have to make a profit out of your life, you truly ain't selling your soul here. You feel me? Because in the spiritual realm, it's not a such thing as a profit. It's all prophecies there. It's all prophecies. It's all peace there. It's all real love there, unconditional love, spiritual passion is there. But here, you ain't getting that. Here, the only thing you're gonna get down here most of the time is hell and heaven. You're gonna get all this type of worldly stuff, hell and heaven. But you gotta understand, you might feel like you live in heaven once you open heaven gates. But when you still gotta wear a mask to go buy food and go in certain places and certain buildings, and you gotta still have a mask on your face, that's hell. You going into hell. You gotta understand. For you gotta live. You gotta get yourself out of this world. You gotta get yourself out of the matrix. As long as you still in the dimensional realm, this matrix realm, and the dimension type of frame foundation that has been set up and designed for you, you're still in the matrix. You're still in this virtual realm reality. Once you get out of it and you leave it all behind, and you don't want nothing part of it, and you ground yourself and get into nature, that's when you're not selling your soul no more. Because now you don't got to make a profit now. Now you living naturally. no different than an animal, whoever you want to call it like that. But you gotta find peace, dog. It's a battle. It's a battle for peace and happiness. It's a battle for that. They're trying to make you uncomfortable living in America. They're trying to make you uncomfortable outside of America, different countries. They already making people uncomfortable, trying to make people unconscious, unaware, soulless, walking around here like the Walking Dead till they get walked to sleep permanently. Y'all gotta understand this type of stuff, dog. Y'all might think it's conspiracy. Y'all might think it's a theory, but it's not. You feel me? It's not. The truth hurts. That's why a lot of people don't want to know the truth. That's why everybody love to be asleep. But you gotta let people just be asleep. You gotta let people just be asleep. You gotta let people just love hurting themselves every day. You gotta let people love doing that. Because you got something to lose. They don't have nothing to lose. They don't care. You feel me? They think they live their life up. No. Understand it. Before I close this video out, if you still here, it doesn't matter how long you work. It doesn't matter doesn't matter how old you is. It doesn't matter what you got for real. All that's materialistic stuff. You feel me? Nothing is promising. Anything can be given to you and taken from you in any given day. When is your time? When is your time's up? But understand this: never put yourself in a situation in life when you don't have options. Always have options. When you're living in this world, when you living in this world, when we all forced to be selling our souls, whatever the case may be, make sure you got options. Make sure you got options. You really don't got an option but to sell your soul, because you got to make a profit out of yourself. But outside you making a profit out of yourself, always have options. Always be able to move how the way you want to move. Always be controlled on how the way you got to move. Because if you don't understand, you don't got control of time all the way. You feel me? Money, by you having money, don't determine how much time you got, to be honest with you. It's all about within the mind. You feel me? It's all about your mental. It's all about your mental state. If you lower your mental state within your brain, within your mind, it keep you for not having more time on your life. And it's making you vulnerable, and it making you defenseless and easy for demons to creep up onto your life to take your life. Because you gotta understand, you're not real controlling your life. All this God be telling me, when it's time for me to go, that's when God when all this fake ass stuff, y'all need to stop being brainwashed. Talking about, oh, when it's time for you to go, that's when God's telling you it's time for you to go. Nah, when it's time for you to go, you did that to yourself or whatever like that. When you've been placed in a position when you don't have no option, when it's time for somebody to tell you it's time for you to go, it's time for you to leave, it's time for you to stop breathing, that's when you know that you defenseless, you worthless, because somebody else got time. Somebody couldn't determine how long you can live. Don't let nobody in this world determine how long you can live or whatever like that. Don't let nobody get that type of upper hand on your life. There's a lot of people in this world, they pray to God, they do this, they do that. They get themselves involved in certain situations that they lower themselves to have less options, to the point they would be less of a woman and be less of a man, because somebody else got control of their time and how long they can live. You feel me? Understand that, dog. Understand that. If you feel like you living your best life and everybody, and if you live in a messed up community of people and you feel like you living your best life, you're lying to yourself because you're not. Because you're not safe around these people. Because when times is up and people are ready to hunt and they trying to eat off your plate, you got to make sure nobody eat off your plate. Can you do that? God ain't gonna protect you. God ain't gonna help you. Only you can help yourself. But if you can't help yourself, guess what? Somebody determine when you leave and when you stay here. Peace and love, family. I'm out. Have a militant mind, dog. Have a militant mind. Protect yourself. Become God, or time gonna runs out. You feel me? Don't let nobody determine how long you can live. You feel me? Don't give your power away to nothing in this world but yourself. Peace. I'm out. Gang.